Welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop, the weekly show where I let you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. This week is a very big week for the nostalgia fans out there because Halo 2 Anniversary is coming out on the PC as part of Halo the Master Chief Collection. On top of that, we have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Switch, and Ion Fury, a game inspired by the 80s metal of Iron Maiden. Plenty of good content coming to your system this week, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this week's top game releases. First off, Halo 2 Anniversary comes to PC as the next installment in Halo the Master Chief Collection. Now optimized for PC, experience the impeccably remastered edition of the original Halo 2 game. Following the destruction of Halo, humankind experiences a short-lived victory. Eager for revenge, the Covenant launches a surprise attack on Earth, but they find themselves ill-prepared to defeat the UNSC's home fleet and are forced to flee into slipspace. When the Master Chief pursues his overzealous enemies, they discover yet another Halo ring, uncovering long-buried secrets, including an unlikely ally that will dramatically alter the course of human Covenant conflict forever. This edition of the game features PC settings and optimizations. Halo 2 Anniversary is now optimized for PC and looking better than ever at up to 4K Ultra HD and 60 plus frames per second. Other PC native settings include customizable mouse and keyboard support, ultra-wide support, FOV customization, and more. Experience the next chapter in the Halo saga and fight your way through 15 unforgettable missions. Play as both Spartan 117, the Master Chief, and for the first time, the Covenant elite known as the Arbiter, and experience the human Covenant conflict in a whole new way. The Anniversary Edition allows you to toggle between the remastered graphics in the Anniversary Edition and the graphics from the original Halo 2 campaign. In the Anniversary Edition, view Blur Studio's spectacular remastered cutscenes from the original Halo 2 game. And of course, we can't forget multiplayer. Continue your Halo adventure with 7 remastered multiplayer maps from Halo 2 Anniversary and 25 multiplayer maps from the original Halo 2, featuring a completely updated progression system. So Halo 2 Anniversary is getting the exact same treatment that we saw with Halo Reach and of course Halo Combat Evolved, all gradually coming to PC in Halo the Master Chief Collection. Personally, I'm a fan of the way that they are rolling this out over there at 343 because I think that this gives the team time to really give each individual game the attention that it deserves. And I would say that at this rate, you are going to be seeing the conclusion of the entire Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, probably by about this time next year, if not sooner than that. But if you do want to dive in, Halo 2 is widely considered to be one of the best, if not the best, campaigns in the Halo franchise, and I would agree with that statement. I've played through it about 2 or 3 times and really good stuff. Now, Halo the Master Chief Collection is not something that is new. Of course, it's been out on the Xbox One for a number of years at this point, but it's coming to PC this week, and it's a pretty big deal because this is undoubtedly the best that Halo 2 has ever looked. And again, it is part of the Master Chief Collection. You can buy that as a bundle, or you can buy each game individually for $10 on, of course, the Microsoft Store or even Steam. Next up, we have Ion Fury coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Shelley Bombshell Harrison takes on a quest to slay evil transhumanist mastermind Dr. Jadis Heskel in the streets of Neo-DC. She leaves a trail of carnage throughout huge multipath levels filled with gigantic explosions, more secret areas than we can count, and inhuman foes behind every corner. There is no regenerating health here. Stop taking cover and start running and gunning. Shelley's crusade to take down Heskel's army will see her leave destruction in her wake with a wide arsenal of weapons, complete with alternate fire modes and different ammo types. Ion Fury laughs at the idea of mandatory checkpoints and straight pass through shooting galleries. But just because this is a true old-school first-person shooter does not mean we've ignored all of the good new stuff the last 2 decades have brought. Headshots? Hell yeah. More physics and interactivity? You betcha. 3D Realms, Voidpoint, and 1C Entertainment have taken the best of both worlds and cooked it all into one bloody stew. And now for some features that aren't really features, but they're listed as such, so I suppose we'll read them. The true successor to classic shooters such as Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood. Experience the original build engine on steroids, pumped up and ready to rock again after 20 years. Duck, jump, climb, swim, and blast your way through 7 exciting zones packed with multiple levels of mayhem. A beautiful game world assembled from thousands of handcrafted textures and sprites. An awe-inspiring arsenal of devastating weapons, including multiple ammo types and alternate fire modes. Tri-barreled revolvers, grenade launchers, and heat-seeking smart bombs are your best friends. The classic 90s FPS action you love meshed with modern inventions like locational damage and seamless level transitions. Zero procedural generation. Thank God. All levels are handmade and full of multiple paths, cool effects, and complex set pieces. And of course, what game is complete without a thumping soundtrack comprised of true tracked module music in authentic Fast Tracker 2 format? So you might be thinking, I feel like I've heard of this game before. You probably have. It was originally going to be called Iron Maiden, but the band Iron Maiden actually ended up getting involved in the court of law, and so instead of going ahead and taking these developers to court, they changed the name to Ion Fury, which is drastically less cool. But that being said, the game still looks pretty impressive. I'm a huge fan of these classic FPS games. Of course, when you think about the iconic old school Doom and the iconic Duke Nukem and that kind of experience, that's what you're going to be getting in Ion Fury. And I've been looking forward to this game for a very, very long time. And I do want to go back and point out that although we have procedurally generated levels that do add an incredible amount of replayability to a game, it is nice to see that each and every individual level has been handcrafted, because that just gives an extra level of depth, and I'm sure there are plenty of new secrets to uncover. It looks like a very fun time. So if you are looking for a good 80s metal-inspired old-school FPS, Ion Fury is launching this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch, and it's out now on PC. Next up, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is coming out on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. 2 engines, 1 champion, no limits. Climb on, strap in, and experience the pure adrenaline-pumping excitement of the pod racing sequence from Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. Take the controls as Anakin Skywalker or any one of over 21 pod racers and feel the full-force blast of 2 massive jet engines at simulated speeds of up to 600 miles per hour. Rein in a turbine-driven chariot through 8 spectacular worlds. Negotiate through flaming methane lakes, Tusken Raider assaults, ant-gravity tunnels, and much more in a pulse-pounding, do-or-die fight to the finish where anyone will do anything to cross the finish line. How far will you go? So Star Wars Episode 1 Racer originally launched in 1999 on the Nintendo 64, the PC, and the Game Boy Color, and then it came to the Dreamcast in 2000. So it's been between 20 and 21 years since this game was actually originally launched, and now we are getting a remastered version on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch this week, and it's also out on PC. What a game this one is. I remember the early days of my gaming childhood playing this on a Game Boy Color, and it was so good. It's just a fun little racer game, and I think it's going to look fantastic on the PlayStation 4, and it's going to be right at home on the Nintendo Switch. It's just a simple, fun little action racing game, so if you are a fan of Star Wars and you want to dive into the classic from '99, by all means you certainly can, and I suppose if you wanted to, you could go back and play it on the 64, the Dreamcast, or even the Game Boy Color, because why not? Next up, we have Huntdown coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. Crime doesn't pay unless you're a bounty hunter. In the mayhem-filled streets of the future where criminal gangs rule and cops fear to tread, only the bounty hunters can free the city from the corrupt list of felony. Lay waste to the criminal underworld and make a killing in this hard-boiled action comedy arcade shooter. 2-player local co-op. Hunt solo or give suppressive fire and advance on the enemy together as you run, jump, and take cover in the mayhem-filled streets of the future. 3 legendary bounty hunters to play as. Anaconda. I see what they did there. Ex-commando and firearms expert. A loose cannon trained to assassinate without question or mercy. John Sawyer, Special Forces cop who left the law behind. This scarred veteran has lost so many limbs in combat, he's half robot. And Mo-Man, modified recon droid stolen and empowered with banned software. Trades bodies for cold, hard cash. Old school, modernized, hand-painted 16-bit pixel art graphics and hand-drawn animations combined with fluid action-packed 60 FPS gameplay and an epic, synthesized soundtrack. 20 levels, gritty neon-soaked graffiti-strewn 80s cityscapes to cleanse, each with their own infamous gang boss to terminate and bounty to collect. Unique gangs to target. You have the hoodlum dolls, the misconducts, the heat seekers, and the #1 suspects, all waiting to be taken down. And finally, you can choose your weapon. Confiscate machine guns, laser weapons, katanas, grenades, and more and turn them on their owners. Stab, shoot, and explode your way through the swaths of gangs and bosses and collect your bounty. Huntdown is an arcade side-scrolling shooter. That's essentially what it is, and I want to emphasize the arcade option because you can actually get an arcade machine I love that trend, especially since barcades are beginning to kind of make a resurgence. But that's neither here nor there. The game itself looks very pretty, the colors pop, and it's got that beautiful 16-bit style, and 60 FPS looks very, very good. So if you are looking to do some bounty hunting this week, by all means you can when the game launches on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and, of course, the PC as well. And to round out today's main releases, we have Super Mega Baseball 3 coming out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. Run up the score in a relaxed slugfest or push the limits of your reflexes in this refined baseball simulator. Super Mega Baseball 3 refines the series formula with the deepest on-field simulation yet, comprehensive online and offline game modes, including a brand new franchise mode and vastly improved graphics. New content includes revamped UI plus tons of new audio, team and character content, and stadiums with variable lighting conditions. Challenge your hand-eye coordination or relax and hit dingers with fluid gameplay that scales seamlessly from novice to beyond expert levels of difficulty. Apply and refine your baseball instincts with a sophisticated baseball simulation featuring new pickoff and stealing mechanics, wild pitches and passed balls, designated hitters, and situational player traits. Take in the sights and sounds of 14 richly detailed parks, each featuring unique day, night, and alternate lighting conditions. Guide an evolving team to greatness over multiple seasons in the all-new franchise mode featuring player development, aging, retirement, and signing and releasing of free agents. Compete online to win pennants and climb higher into divisions in the cross-platform pennant race mode. Create your ideal league with a comprehensive customization suite that includes season length and structure, team names, uniforms and logos, and player names, appearances, and attributes. Play or simulate any combination of games and teams and customize seasons and elimination brackets, solo or with friends. Skip customization and compete for top leaderboard scores with standardized teams and settings in standard season and standard elimination modes. In a world where MLB The Show remains dominant and exclusive to the PlayStation 4, at least in 2020, the baseball fans out there that are not in the PlayStation ecosystem essentially have two options. You can either play RBI Baseball or you can play Super Mega Baseball 3, neither of which are quite as good as MLB The Show, but they do the job. Super Mega Baseball 3 does not take a realistic approach. You look and, of course, the players have big heads, their bodies are disproportionate. This is not a realistic simulation. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unfortunately the only real option for that right now is MLB The Show, and RBI is kind of like halfway there. But I will say that it looks like a fun backyard baseball style approach, and it's going to be right at home on the Nintendo Switch if you are a baseball fan with a Switch. Of course, you have limited options as to sports games already on Nintendo's handheld, but it couldn't hurt to give it a shot. So if you are a baseball fan and you don't have MLB The Show 20, or maybe you're looking for a new kind of experience, whatever it might be, you can check out this one, of course, Super Mega Baseball 3, when it launches on all of the consoles and PC later on this week. Before we wrap up today's show, we have two honorable mentions. First off, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and Pong Quest is coming to the PlayStation 4. But that rounds out today's episode of The Drop. If you enjoyed today's show, be sure to drop me a like down below and let me know what games caught your eye, if you are going to be picking up anything this week, or if you are saving your money for something coming out over the summer. I would love to see what you have going on right now. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I will talk to you soon, and peace.